lowest thing I've ever heard. It's like, that's how I knew I hit rock bottom, as I cried into my body pillow that night.
And do we have another doubles match coming up? Yes, we do. We do not get to see them all, but we are here. We have Ally pestering us, asking us why are we here, as if we're not neighboring borders. He comes to us all the time. Why can't we go to him?
You know what it is we're so used to going up to him being like, I didn't know you were here in my country.
That's true. That is
He's
true.
just throwing it right back to us.
I started to question if he's actually even still Canadian at this point. I feel like he's more like a Justin Bieber. I hear what you're saying. I just don't believe you.
Man, that's crazy, actually being in Canada after Drake's new album. I'm just kidding. I'm just totally
I thought that was the funniest thing. Because I was like, when does Drake's album come out? And they're like, oh, this week. And I was like, really? I'm going to Canada. And he's dropping it. I feel like he did it for us.
That's true.
It's like all the Americans that are coming through.
Can we actually have someone Photoshop in like Drake sitting on something, except it's the top platform of Battlefield with views? That'd be perfect.
Ooh, I
and
love
he needs to do it after that reflected paralyzer.
All right, reflector paralyzer.
Up smash. Just
He's
views.
up there. Views. Y'all are getting this right. Can we be at the bottom? Can we be some of the people who's viewing?
Tweet it directly at Clash Tournaments. They'll hit it up with a retweet. And,
we in there. We're doing it.
It'll be fantastic. It'll be wonderful. Please. I know there's some creativity in the cesspool that is Twitch chat. Please.
I've gotten my layouts made by a couple of you guys. I know there's some.
There's hope. There's light in darkness.
Nicarita, where you at? Nicarita would do it in a heartbeat. He's the homie. I feel like I should tell them to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to just let it rock. I'm going to let it rock. The next team, though, I'm going to make them, no, you're 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4.
It'll definitely be a lot easier. Okay, we have DKBill and Gaines going off against Tom, who's a breathtaking Ganondorf. Interesting. So Raykalm
I
actually
know a little bit about this.
Yeah, Raykalm, I think folks consider him to be right now the best Ganondorf on the planet. And I'm really excited to see what exactly makes him. To be honest, aside from Zero's video, I haven't really seen much of this Ganon play.
Okay. Then we're definitely be in for a treat. And this was a hand warmer at the end of the day, or someone's controller?
Controller.
He said it was a controller. He's like, yo, I took 50%. Yeah, man, my controller's not working right. 76. That's when he realized, okay.
It's like the last stock. My controller's wrong.
Pro tip. It shouldn't take you 30 seconds, but it's all good. And anyway, this Ganondorf.
That was the strangest reason. It's like the red team was just like, okay, we'll get center stage, y'all get the corners. That's fair, right? That sound good to you?
Canadian meta. I love it.
Oh, man, and Raykalm using that up smash. DKBill just stranded on that top platform, and he was just easy pickings for that up smash KO.
I'm really surprised DKBill chose to go for that up B in that situation. And just as if Ganondorf can't kill you. Oh, the charge up smash almost coming through, not able to convert it. And this Ganondorf is true. Re-grabs the ledge, does not care. Still off there trying to edge guard a Luigi.
He is the king of darkness, after all. Wow, and Gaines trying to drop down and get an edge guard with a tornado. He hasn't been able to find success with it quite yet. You have to keep in mind the fact that Ganon has one of the best ledge snaps, I think, in the game. His magnet hands are just insane.
Good grab coming in, and Purple finally trying to do something. They got both characters off of the stage, but they weren't able to convert anything off of it, unfortunately.
I'm right now looking at DKBill. I think that with this kind of percent, he has the perfect opportunities to get a plenty of KOs. Right there, looking for the up air off of his teammate's back throw. That would have been more than enough to close out the stock.
Games trying to be safe, definitely at kill range from either of these characters at the moment. Maybe not so much Sheik unless she gets up smash read. But off the stage, is he going to be able to recover? Ganondorf goes for the ledge from back air. Good stuff, and both of them die at the same time. Talk about team synergy.
Raykalm has been finding so much success off of ledge maneuvers throughout this game. I think that might be the second stock that he's actually taken with that trump.
She finally losing her first stock. And definitely doable, but quite an uphill battle. I would love to see DKBill start getting some up airs off on the characters. Like when she gets that 80, 90%, just go for it. Oh, was that the gimp they needed?
No, it wasn't. You have to remember that Dark Descent.
Wow. That was such a...
That was...
stop.
Yeah.
It was going... Oh my gosh. Don't do it to him.
It was the Tale of Two Cities stock where it was the best of stocks, it was the worst of stocks. Can't really say much more than that.
Wow.
An SD from Yo, but I don't know if that's really going to cost them all that much. Right now, Red just seems in firm control. Honestly, this is looking like a game of Hyrule Warriors more than anything else. But wow, DKBill with the forward air to shut me up. He might actually have a chance here. This kind of rage, he could find an early KO, but Calm is not going to let him have it. Those grabs into the F smash will seal out game one.
Like, I had enough fun. Good showing by Red Team for sure. The thing is, they didn't even do teamwork until they had a 2v1. They just outplayed, essentially, the match, which is good stuff. A lot of that had to do with Ganondorf and his ledge control, so that was
crazy.
Something else.
If you were caught near the ledge, near Raykalm, it's a wrap. It's game over. Is this really winner semis of doubles?
I'm assuming of their pool.
Oh, their pool, yeah.
I'm assuming
their
of
pool,
their pool.
That would make a lot of sense. I would love to see some Ganondorf.
Now, as far as the purple team, they either need to start working together more, not get edge guarded, or Luigi needs to actually close out those stocks. You saw when he had the kill on Ganondorf, but then he dropped down, and then he allowed Ganon not just to recover, but he lost his stock somehow in that exchange.
And all of that, I think, ties back to another big problem, is just center stage control. Overall, I think after that pause, we noticed it primarily in favor of Red in that last game.
So clearly what needs to happen is 30 seconds into this match, purple team's losing, I'm going to go pause it for him.
This is an all-out slugfest at center stage right now. We'll be seeing Calm get the grab, but already you're seeing that Gaines is going to be getting a quick little set of jabs. He doesn't want to play too committal, especially this kind of a percent. He just wants to rack up the damage and then later set up for some nice KOs for DKBill to capitalize on. Calm coming down huge with that Wizard's Foot, but DKBill, that up throw up air, the ding-dong, if you will.
And you rarely see a Ganondorf die sub 100%. So that's definitely a major thing right there. Going to help them out. Because both these characters can live as long as they don't just do anything really absurd.
Right now it feels like Blue Team, in this opening anyways, has had a greater control of that sacred ground that is center. And already we're seeing some of the benefits of that as well. They're able to take the stock. They seem to have a great position for all of these exchanges overall. Things seem to be flowing more in their favor in this game.
Good job with DKBill recovering high over his teammates to make sure he had some safety. Wow, and somehow as he gets sent over there, Gaines just is so aware, gets that kill on the way. Smart stuff.
And interesting from Gaines, it looked like he was going to drop down to edgeguard Calm, but he ends up surprising Yo instead with that tornado. Oh, was it worth it?
Oh, and he is fishing forward. Raykalm, we see you. Re-grabbing the ledge. Is he going to get a kill off of it? He does not. Fortunately for Gaines, still at 3 stocks right now. Knocking away Yo on the way. He's like, you can try to interrupt if you want, but you're just going to take another 10%.
Gaines finally does clip Raykalm with the Cyclone, but unfortunately it was that last hit for the pop-up upwards. Back air will be enough to put Raykalm in just 1 stock. And Blue has managed to turn this around. It's their control of center stage that's definitely a factor, but what else has really stuck out to you?
The fact that Gaines is playing out of his mind. He is killing people. He is not dying. He's just doing everything right. Does he get the tech? Gets the tech. Good stuff. Is he going to get anything off of it? No, but he still gets damage. Even in that scenario, 1 back air. He's just playing so solid at the moment.
Yeah, you're right. Blue is having a much easier time this game of actually getting those KOs, which is something that they struggled with. I think that both of the Red Team members in that last game had their first stocks until the upper 100s.
Gaines finally losing a stock. Only person at 0% right now. It's completely doable for Red Team, but it's they have to mix up something. They have to change something.
Wow, that shield damage was absolutely insane. DKBill trying to go for the bear ledge spike, but we're going to be seeing the tech from Calm. Calm at his last stock, 100%. He's going to have a lot of rage really to work with, and he's looking for those stops. Weaves around Gaines' edgeguard attempt once again, but he's going to get scooped up that time. Oh! And he's going to get a stage spike in the process. So now, are we going to be seeing the share stock? Yeah, I like this. It makes a lot of sense. At that kind of percent, Sheik is just a sitting duck by herself.
Safe duck, but a sitting one nonetheless.
Oh, the safest.
And they need to get this Donkey Kong kill very early if they do want to bring this back. Which is, it's crazy to think that now Gaines on his last stock after the performance he was doing his first stock. But maybe he feels a little comfortable. Wow. Could be it.
2v1 now for Raykalm.
Yeah, if Yo would have stayed alive, there would have been some hope because maybe you could have killed 1 character and then you have possibly Ganon's side.
Oh,
wow.
That hurts. That hurts my entire body.
Back. I feel like that was a statement. I feel like DKBill, he said, you know, this is what happens when you don't interrupt my match. Such solid performance. Great turnaround. Gaines definitely kicked it up a notch, started making it work. DKBill, obviously he played better, but I would like to say a large part of what really set them off was possibly that up throw up air killing Ganondorf. He died at 98%. That's what he ended up at.
And that's insane because Ganon is supposed to be the tank really of this team composition, and for him to be losing stocks that quickly. But again, that just goes back to the raw KO power that a character like DK really has. And when you combine that with Gaines, who is just making plays both on and off stage, you can see where the difference really was in that series.
I completely agree with you. I'm really curious to know what stage you even go to at this point. Personally, I think maybe a smaller stage, particularly because Raykalm was really excelling at edge guarding in game 1. So a small stage will put people on the edge more, and then Sheik is so safe and just a ball of priority that maybe you just want to go somewhere small, let Sheik just hit a bunch of buttons, you get him off the stage and go for the kill. I would not like to see a large stage due to the fact that they had such good stage control that you really want to give them that much stage to work with. Apparently they do.
In game 1, I think it tracks back to game 1 where they definitely had a much better handle overall on the stage itself. So maybe if they can find that same level of presence that they did, they can change things around.
Oh, and beautiful weight right there by Gaines. He's got him with the throw, and he's like, I could come at you, my teammate's there, I'm going to wait, you committed, here's some extra damage. And already Sheik is at 75%, Ganondorf at 48, trying to follow suit, to be perfectly honest. But they are fighting their way back. They have both of the blue members on the edge of the stage.
Ooh, tricky spot for Raykalm. But that was a really excellent play that we saw from Yo, clearing up the ledge and ensuring that Ray could make it back. He had already dropped down from the ledge. He wasn't going to have vulnerability.
It is a much more even game right now. It's really going to come down to who loses their stock first.
And I'm going to be looking at Yo, honestly. DKBill is situated, has Yo in the corner. I think the next back air will be able to go and blow the stock out.
Probably will. And Yo was so afraid. He wanted to punish him, but he saw Gaines right there with the coverage. No one saw it coming.
No one saw it coming. We were right to focus on Yo, but who would have thought that he'd be the one making the play instead of being the recipient?
And I want to say part of that has to do with the improper DI by DKBill. Obviously, bouncing pitch is a very strong move, but as heavy as DKBill is, I don't think he should have been dying at that percent.
We have to go back and check all of that out. Gaines, he made some really great plays in that last game, and he's already going to be taking the first stock from this red squad, as Raykalm is going to be falling down as well.
Yeah,
so now,
surprised he didn't recover, actually. But I'm more surprised, not so much that he didn't recover, as much as when he was grabbed, why didn't Gaines go for up smash or up B? That is one thing that generally you see on Luigi teams is the grab to up B combo. Kind of similar to how Jigglypuff would do a grab to rest combo.
Right. Right now, center stage control in favor of Yo, but DKBill having enough of it. That up throw up air will put Yo at just one stock. And I'll tell you what, things look pretty good right now for this blue team.
They do. They need to get rid of DKBill's stock so soon if they do want to just keep this. Keep this in a morale type of we still can win this attitude.
Right. Yo off stage. He's going to be able to have enough time, enough room to bring it back, only for DKBill to go and take the stock. And I'll tell you what, that might be just enough to push this blue team over.
Was that the stake? Was it the dagger?
No,
we'll see. It seems like blue team now is just doing whatever they want, and red team's like, all right, man, you got it. Raykalm still off stage, doing what he does best, trying to get this kill, and he does get it.
That was perfect patience from him as well. He's going to be losing the stock in the process, though, and now it's going to be Yo with the 2v1.
Sheik is very safe, but I don't know how safe her back is after she doesn't attack. And she kills so late, so it's obviously doable. I would say Zero would make it happen, but that said, it is such an uphill battle because you know you're not killing either of them until you're not killing either of them until at least like 120, 130%, and you have to get them there first. Scary situation, but Yo is definitely fighting his way left and right, trying to make this work.
It's going to be tough. And, oh, that's going to be enough. You know, Yo had the right idea, though, dropping down there, because in his eyes, he's thinking about the long game. He knows that if he's just going to be doing the 2v1, given how limited Sheik's KO options are, especially at those higher percents, he'd have a really, really tough time. So he was thinking, let me do something decisive, let me do something a little bit risky. It cost him in the end, but if he had landed that, he would have had a great chance.